So in life, there's a lot of unknowns. You can work really hard on something, and you're not necessarily always going to get the results that you want to get. One example is you could study really hard for a job interview. It could be your dream job. You've done all the interview prep. You've read through the email that the recruiter sent you. You're completely ready to go. And you go into that interview and you walk out of it not knowing the result. You can feel like you did everything you tried your best, but you don't know if you made it or not. You could also study really hard for a test, but what comes out of that? A lot of people just study for the test and they don't even care about learning the topic. It doesn't become a skill of theirs. It's just to get a better score on the test. So I would say that language learning is very similar to exercise and getting in shape. A lot of self-improvement people, what they'll tell you online is, if you want to make your life better, the first thing you can do is try to get in shape. And the reason for that is there's tangible results and they come quick. So when you first start exercising, you're gonna see after a week, you look in the mirror and you kind of start to look a little bit different. After a year, after you've worked out 200 times, you're gonna look like a completely different person. I think language learning is the same thing. When you first start, you might not be able to converse at all, but after a week, after a year, it just builds on itself more and more. And you go from saying simple phrases to being able to have simple conversations to then being able to speak more and more fluently. So I would say language learning is very similar in that regard because it builds on itself and it's tangible. If you're trying to get in shape exercising, you try to get a new PR on the bench press. It's a yes or no. Did you get your goal? Did you hit the new bench press PR you wanted to get? Or did you fail? If you're shooting for 2 plates for the first time, were you able to lift 225 or not? You're able to see the results right away. And language learning is similar because it's like you can either have a conversation, you can either express the things you want to express, or you're not able to. So I would say they're two very tangible, goal-related things. So for people out there trying to do self-improvement, who have already tried with the whole getting in shape, weightlifting thing, and you want to have another skill, I would highly recommend learning a language. And it's something that can change your whole trajectory because it can make you start to understand a different culture. It can help you to communicate with people in a different way. So I speak fluent Mandarin Chinese. I also speak pretty good Japanese and a dialect of Chinese that's not Mandarin. And just from learning these languages, it's really put a whole new perspective on things. I feel like my brain, when it switches between the two languages, my main language English or one of these other languages, it's just I'm in a whole different mental space. So it's also helped me with my career, helped me to find a couple jobs just because I had these languages. It set me apart from all the other applicants. So I would say if you're trying to do self-improvement, really look hard into language learning. I would say another thing is kind of like coding. If you're able to learn how to do coding, that's another big one because you learn this skill, it's a hard skill, and you can use it. But with AI and all that, who knows how the whole coding sphere is going to be. I've talked in one of my other videos about how I don't think AI is going to be able to completely overtake language learning. Learning a language, I think, is still beneficial. So you can go watch that video if you're wondering why I think that, but I would really recommend language learning, maybe learn coding, but these are tangible things that can set you apart from other people, will improve your life, whether it's just socially, career-wise, just to feel better about yourself that you were able to achieve something tangible. Yeah, I would say go ahead and learn a language.